안녕하세요. 터미입니다. Let's have fun learning Korean today. Today's grammar is first, 더라, I saw, experienced that. Second, 더라도, even if. And third, 리을 수가 있어야죠. Cannot at all, it's hard to. After you learn today's grammar, you can express like 아이들이 너무 떠들어서 친구들과 차분히 이야기할 수가 있어야죠. The kids were so loud that I could not talk with my friends peacefully. You will be able to say 이야기할 수가 있어야죠, which means cannot talk. In addition, if you constantly study with my intermediate class, I'm sure that you can pass topic 2, level 4. I confidently exclaim this because I'm covering all the grammar from the exam. And my Japanese students are actually passing the exam after studying my materials. So it is already proven. Therefore, let's do our best, pass topic 2 level 4 and become a super master of intermediate Korean. I'm sure you can do it. 그럼 시작할게요. First, let's look at the grammar. 더라, I saw, experienced that. From my personal experience, I found. I'm pretty sure that some of you have heard of 하더라, 했더라, 먹더라 in Korean conversations, like 더라 everywhere, right? I say that Korean people use this expression often. 더라 means to express your recollection of past events with a witness. In other words, 더라 expresses what you experienced in the past. Hey Tammy, can you tell me the difference between the regular past tense and 더라? Oh, that's a very critical question. Let's compare with the plain past tense and 더라. 오늘은 되게 추워 means today is really cold. It is a plain sentence which states only a fact. On the other hand, if you say 오늘은 되게 춥더라, it means from my personal experience, I realized today was really cold. Can you see the difference? As you can see, if you use 더라, you can emphasize your own experience. In addition, I put the parentheses for the part from my personal experience, I realized. It is not written directly in Korean, but I put it so that you can understand the nuance of 더라. Well, Tommy, I understood that part. But how about the past tense like 했더라? Oh, that's also a good question. Korean people use 더라 to recollect the past events like they directly experienced something ongoing. If they want to talk about what had been done already, they use the past tense at 어떠라. For example, 오늘은 되게 춥더라 means from my personal experience, I realized today was really cold. And if you say 오늘은 되게 추웠더라, it means from my personal experience, I realized today had been really cold. As demonstrated, 추웠더라 is the past perfect tense. It's already finished completely. Crystal clear? Now, I'll go back and explain more about 더라. If you use it in a questioning tone, you can express that you are asking yourself about the past event by recalling your memory. You combine words like 누구, who, 무엇, what, 언제, when, 어디, where, 어떻게, how, with 더라. For example, you can say like 누구더라, who was that? 뭐더라? What was that? 언제더라? When was that? Okay? The usage is pretty simple. For verbs and adjectives, you can attach 더라 regardless of a final consonant. It is as simple as ABC. For nouns, you attach 더라 if a noun does not have a final consonant. And you attach 이더라 if a noun has a final consonant. Then let's read sample sentences using lots of 더라. The first one is an example to talk about something you saw in the past by recalling the memory. 상민 씨 못 봤어? Didn't you see 상민? 아까 보니까 도서실에서 책을 읽고 있더라. I saw him just a while ago and he was looking for some books at the library. Here, 찾고 있다, to be looking for, is a verb. So you add 더라 to make 찾고 있더라 was looking for. In this sentence, the speaker says that he witnessed Sang-min looking for books. That's why he's using 찾고 있더라. I'll show you a similar sentence using at 얻더라. 정민 씨가 도서실에서 재미있는 책 찾았더라. I saw Sang-min find an interesting book at the library. Here, 찾다 to find becomes 찾았다, found in the past tense. So you add 더라 to make 찾았더라. I saw him find. From this sentence, you can tell that Sang-min had already found the book. Next, let's read a sample sentence that tells something that the speaker felt in the past. 새로 생긴 공원에 가봤는데 정말 좋더라. I went to the newly opened park, but I felt it was really good. Here, 좋다, to be good, is an adjective. So you add 더라 to make 좋더라. I felt it was good. Okay? I'll give you the last sample sentence which is used in a question form. 그 사람이 누구더라? Who was that person? This is a short sentence, but Korean people use it daily. 누구, who is a pronoun, which works the same as a noun, and 누구 does not have a final consonant. Therefore, you add 더라 to make 누구더라, who was that? Quizzes! Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 언니가 무슨 일이 있었는지 혼자. I guess that there was some problem and I saw my sister crying. Number 1, 흘리더라. Number 2, 울더라. The correct answer is number 2. Here, you want to tell that you saw her crying. 울다 means to cry. Therefore, you add 더라 to make 울더라. I saw her crying. Did someone choose number 1? Number 1 was also very close. 흘리다 itself means to spill. When you say 눈물을 흘리다, it means to shed tears. In this quiz, there was only 흘리다 alone. Therefore, it cannot be the answer. Okay? Then let's read it together. 언니가 무슨 일이 있었는지 혼자 울더라. Wow, it makes me sad. Then let's look at the next quiz. 그 식당 나도 몇 번 가봤는데 되게. I went to the restaurant several times, but it was really delicious. Number 1, 맛있더라. Number 2, 맛없더라. The correct answer is number 1. You want to tell how you felt about the taste. 맛있다 means to be delicious. So you add 더라 to make 맛있더라. It was delicious. Number 2 is wrong because 맛없다 means to be unsavory. Okay? Then let's read it together. 그 식당 나도 몇 번 가봤는데 되게 맛있더라. Please read it as if you're saying it to your friend. The second grammar, 더라도 means even if. 아무리, no matter, often goes together with 더라도 to mean no matter of adjective or verb. In addition, there is another similar expression, although, even if. Hey Tammy, I have a question. Is there any difference between 더라도 and although? Yes. Thank you for asking. These are almost the same expressions. If I had to say the difference, 더라도 has more emphasis on the preceding supposition than although. For example, 날씨가 무덥더라도 꽃 결혼식에 참석하세요. 날씨가 무더워도 꽃 결혼식에 참석하세요. Even if the weather is sweltering, be sure to attend the wedding. Here, 무덥더라도 is more stressed supposition than 무더워도. So a listener understands, no matter how the weather is sweltering, that he or she should really attend the wedding. Okay? About the usage for verbs and adjectives, you always attach 더라도 regardless of a final consonant. For nouns, you attach 이더라도. Oh, no sweat. Then let's read a sample sentence. 화가 나는 일이 있더라도 좀 참아. Even if that is something that makes you angry, you should be patient. Korean moms would say this, would they? Here, 있다, to exist, to be is a verb. So you add 더라도 to make 있더라도. It also means the same if you use 있어도, just like 화가 나는 일이 있어도 좀 참아. Then let's read the next sentence. 아무리 싫더라도 맡은 일은 다 해야지. No matter how much you hate it, you have to do what you undertook. Here, 싫다 to hate is an adjective. So you add 더라도 to make 싫더라도, no matter how much you hate. As you can see from 아무리 싫더라도, no matter how much you hate it, 아무리 and 더라도 are a good pair. Quizzes! Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 이 그림은 누가 칭찬할 거야? Whoever sees this picture will compliment it. Number 1, 보더라도. Number 2, 보더라. The correct answer is number 1. 보다, to see is a verb. So you add 더라도 to make 보더라도, whoever sees. Number 2 is wrong because 보더라 cannot be in the middle of a sentence. It always goes to the end of a sentence. Then let's read it together. 이 그림은 누가 보더라도 칭찬할 거야. Please read it as if you highly praise this picture. Then let's look at the next quiz. 아무리 갑자기 집에 찾아오면 곤란해요. Even if you are in a hurry, if you visit my home suddenly, I feel uncomfortable. Number 1, 급하도. Number 2, 급하더라도. The correct answer is number 2. 급하다, to be in a hurry, is an adjective. So what do you have to add? 더라도. Yes. So you add 더라도 to make 급하더라도, even if you are in a hurry. Number 1 is wrong because 급하도 is the wrong spelling. If it was 급해도, then it would be also the correct answer. Then let's read it together. 아무리 급하더라도 갑자기 집에 찾아오면 곤란해요. Please read it again and again until you can express your feelings. Alright, then let's move on to the last grammar. 으 리을 수가 있어야죠 is a combined grammar of 으 리을 수가 있다, can, and 아어야지, should. Therefore, you might think its meaning is must be able to. However, Korean people use this grammar when they want to strongly negate something by saying the opposite thing. So its meaning is cannot at all. It's hard to. It could be so confusing for Korean learners for the first time, but if you hear it often, you can gradually grasp the idea. About the usage, as 으 리을 수가 있다, can, only follows verbs. 으 리을 수가 있어야죠 follows verbs as well. If a verb does not have a final consonant, you attach 리을 수가 있어야죠. And if a verb has a final consonant, you attach 을 수가 있어야죠. Then let's read a sample sentence to see what they cannot do at all. 궁금증이 생겨서 견딜 수가 있어야죠. Once you get curious, it's hard to suppress. This is so true. I always get curious about upcoming dramas and cannot have patience. I hope you can use this phrase when you feel the same way. Here, 견디다, to suppress, does not have a final consonant. So, what do you have to add? 3, 2, 1. 리을 수가 있어야죠. Yes. So you add 리을 수가 있어야죠 to make 견딜 수가 있어야죠. It's hard to suppress. If you use 리을 수가 없어요 to make 견딜 수가 없어요, it has the same meaning. But when you say 견딜 수가 있어야죠, you can add more emphasis. Okay? Then let's read the next sentence to see why a man is angry. 여자친구가 자꾸 거짓말만 하는데 믿을 수가 있어야죠. My girlfriend keeps telling lies and I cannot trust her at all. Here, 믿다 to trust has a final consonant. So you add 을 수가 있어야죠 to make 믿을 수가 있어야죠. Cannot trust at all. Quizzes! Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 방이 너무 추워서. The room is too cold, so I cannot bear it at all. Number 1, 참을 수가 있어야지. Number 2, 참을 수가 없어야지. The correct answer is number 1. 참다 to bear has a final consonant. So you add 을 수가 있어야지 to make 참을 수가 있어야지 cannot bear it at all. Number 2 is wrong because there is no grammar such as 참을 수가 없어야지. It is always 으디을 수가 있어야지. Okay? Then let's read it together. 방이 너무 추워서 참을 수가 있어야지. You can express how cold it is from this sentence. Then let's look at the next quiz. 요즘 10대들이 쓰는 말을 도통 말이죠. I cannot understand even a word that current teenagers use. Number 1, 알아들을 수 없어야. Number 2, 알아들을 수 있어야. The correct answer is number 2. 알아듣다 means to understand. And you add 리을 수 있어야 말이죠. To make 알아들을 수 있어야 말이죠. Cannot understand. Just like this sentence, you can also add 말이죠 instead of 죠 to emphasize the meaning of denial. Number 1 is wrong because it is always 리을 수가 있어야지, not 없어야지. Okay? Then let's read it together. 요즘 10대들이 쓰는 말을 도통 알아들을 수 있어야 말이죠. Please read it again and again until you can say it smoothly. Alright, now it's time for homework. But before the homework, I will give you today's saying. 뭐가 잘못인지 모르는 사람은 뭐가 잘하는 건지도 모르더라. Who doesn't know what's wrong doesn't know what he was good at. Did you spot today's grammar? 터라? The speaker is using 터라 to express his personal experience even though it is not written in the translation. Now, let's make our sentences as usual. For the first sentence, please use 터라 from my personal experience I found. For example, 아까 보니까 저 시계 고장났더라. I saw it just now and I found that the clock was broken. For the second sentence, please use 더라도 even if. For example, 아무리 시간이 없더라도 식사는 꼭 챙기셔야죠. No matter how busy you are, don't miss your meal. For the third sentence, please use 리을 수가 있어야죠. Cannot at all. It's hard to. For example, 아이가 무엇 때문에 화났는지 알 수가 있어야지. I cannot understand at all why the kid is mad. The second homework is to memorize new words. Please memorize the 40 words from number 1321 to number 1360 on page 17 in the intermediate vocabulary list. There is a vocabulary quiz of the 40 words on my website, so just feel free to try it. The link is in the description box. That is pretty much for today. You guys did a good job. I appreciate you always studying hard. Seeing your hard work, I feel like I can do my best and be more responsible to finish the intermediate course. 그럼 오늘도 행복 가득, 웃음 가득한 하루 되세요. 한국어 파이팅 파이팅 파이팅!